Hi everyone, you're welcome once again to another English lesson. Today we continue with consonant clusters and then also look at DIGRAPHS. Remember in our last lesson we talked about consonant clusters, right? Consonant clusters, and we said that they are a combination of consonants. You know, they are words that have a combination of two or maybe more consonants that join together. But even as they join together, each of the consonant sound is still retained. Each consonant in the word still retains its own sound. Okay, we looked at some examples last week, and today we're just going to look at some more examples, you know, just to add to the list of examples we have under consonant clusters. So here we have SN, a combination of the consonants S and N. S has the sound S, while N has the sound N. Now the combination is SN, SN, SN. So the words where they occur are snow, snail, snap. So you can, from the sound of the words, you can still hear the sound of S and then the sound of N. Okay? When we move on to DIGRAPHS, you will understand why I'm stressing that in these sounds, the consonants that are combined, they still retain their individual sounds. Okay, so snow, snail, snap. The next one we have here is S and P, the consonants S and P, and they combine to form the sound sp, sp, sp. So examples of the words in that consonant clusters are spoon, speak, spit, spoon, speak, spit. The next one is X and K, sk, sk, sky, skin, skip. You still hear the sound S and K. Okay, so the next one is S and C, the sounds and K, just like S and K. Okay, in this case, you really have to, there is no secret really of maybe if it's a word like this, it has to be S and K or S and C. Okay, they are just what they are, it's what it is. So all you need to do is try to get familiar with the words that have SK as the consonant cluster and those that have SC. Okay, because both of them sound alike. Sky, scarf, sk, sk. Okay, so for SC, sk, you have scarf, skull, and scale. Then the last one here is st, S and T, st, st, as in step, still, stool, step, still, stool. So these are more examples of consonant clusters, just to add to the list that we built last week when we were considering consonant clusters. Okay, so please, once again, I would like to say that in consonant clusters, the consonant letters that combine still retain their individual sounds in the words they form. The consonant letters that combine to form clusters or blends, they each still retain their sound in the words. They don't lose their sound. Each of them still retains their sound. You will still hear the sound of each of the letters. Okay? When we move on to DIGRAPHS, you will know why I'm stressing this, because you have consonant DIGRAPHS. That is DIGRAPHS, consonants that still combine, just like these clusters are combining here. You still have consonants that combine like this, but they do not retain their sounds. And that's what makes them different from consonant clusters. So that's what we are moving to now, digraphs, okay? So please, I'd like for you to, this is the main difference between consonant clusters and the consonant digraphs. So now we're going to get introduced to digraphs. Digraph is a combination of two letters. The two letters could be vowels or consonants that represent a single new sound. Digraph is a combination. Combination means the joining of two letters of the alphabet. Those two letters can be two vowels or they can be two consonants. And when they join, they form a single new sound. Remember, when we looked at consonant clusters or consonant blends, which we just finished this exploration now, we said that each of the two letters still keep their sound. You will still hear the sound of, if letter S is there, for instance, if it's S and T, you will still hear the sound that S makes. And you will still hear the sound of, the sound of letter T. For instance, star, star, you still hear the two sounds. But in the case of consonants, in the case of digraph, when these two letters combine, whether they are vowels or they are consonants, what forms is a new sound entirely. What comes out is a new sound that is different from the two sounds that combined together. So we have consonant digraphs, and that is when it is consonant letters that combine. And then we also have vowel digraphs. That is when it is vowel letters that combine. So we are going to take the consonant digraph first. We look at it and see some examples, and then we'll go on to vowel digraphs. So some examples of consonant digraphs are CH, a combination of CH. Remember, ordinarily, the letter C has the sound K. That's the sound it makes. And letter H makes the sound as if you're breathing. Okay? But when they combine, when these two letters combine, a new sound is formed. A totally new sound is formed where you don't hear the sound K or the sound H. Now, the sound that is formed is ch, 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 as in chair. You can see that ch does not have k or h in it. So consonant digraphs, in consonant digraphs, the two consonants that come together, they lose their sounds and form a totally new sound. So you have ch, chair, chat, cheese. You have other words like choice, chubby, chin. Okay? Then the next one here is a combination of the letter S and letter H. Combination of the letters S and H. S has the sound S. H has the sound like you're breathing as usual. When you combine these two, you will not hear the S nor the. A totally new sound is formed, which is sh. Combination of S and H gives you the sound sh. You know that sound like when you're shushing someone? So examples of words that have that digraph are shoe, sheep, show, shine, shout, short, like shut the door, or short, you're short in height. Okay, so the next one is the letters P and H. Letter P has the sound P, or it makes the sound P, while letter H makes the sound. But in the new sound, you don't hear either of those sounds. And the new sound they form is F. The new sound is like the sound of letter F. P and H combine to form a sound that is exactly like that of letter F. So you have photo, elephant, phone. Let's try and underline the digraphs in these words. Okay? So these are the digraphs. Now, like I mentioned when we are exploring the consonant clusters, I told us that consonant clusters are not always found at the beginning of words. Okay, they can occur anywhere in a word. But the thing is, to find them in the middle of words or at the end, most times those words are longer than when you have them at the beginning sound. And for this level, we wouldn't want to expose you to words that are too long or too big for you, okay? We try as much as possible to make the words short, or if we don't have any choice, we make sure the words are words that you're familiar with, that you use every day or every now and then, okay? So it's the same thing for digraphs, whether consonant digraphs or vowel digraphs. They are not only restricted to the beginning of words. In fact, in vowel digraphs, you hardly find them at the beginning of words. Most times they occur at the middle or at the end. So they don't occur only at the beginning. Although the examples we have here, most of them are at the beginning, just because we are considering short words. It's because we're considering short words. That's why you see most of them occurring at the beginning. But in the case of elephant here, which is one of our examples, you find out that the sound, the consonant digraph is occurring in the middle of the word. An elephant, we are okay to use it. Why? Because it's a common word at this level. It's a name of animal and it's something you are conversant with at this level. Okay? So you have PH, photo, elephant, phone. So the next digraph is a very special one. It's the combination of the letters T and H. T and H. I say this is special because it forms two sounds. The combination of the letters T and H form two sounds. The first sound here is the sound f, like you're closing your mouth and air is gushing out. You're trying to close your mouth and then you stick out your tongue and then you feel air gushing out. You're pushing out air, okay? And that sound is the sound as in think. Think, not think. You know, like it's common in our environment. Most of the time you hear us pronounce TH as t. It's very wrong. It's only letter T that has the sound t. When T combines with H, it does not form the sound t. It forms the sound th, or another sound the. We come to that. Okay, so the first one here is think. The next one, thank. Like you're thanking someone. Thank you. Thin. When someone is not fat, the person is thin. Thank. Think. I think he's wrong. Thank you, not thank you. Okay? It's wrong. The boy is very thin. No, that thin you are referring to Khan or Bangolo. You know that, right? Okay, so please let's try to get this straight so that we learn to speak good English. So the first TH sound is th, as in think, thank, thin. Now the second sound that the combination of the letters T and H form is the. Okay, this one has more weight than the first one, and that sound occurs in words like that, this, brother, mother, not that boy. You know, most times here is funny. For the first you find that most of our people we use T for this. I think he's coming. Thank you. Team, okay, is wrong. Now for the TH, the one that has the, you find out that we use the sound of letter D, but it's not the letter D sound, okay? It's not the letter D sound. Here you will hear people say that, this, that man, this boy, that brother, my mother. No, it's not the D sound. It's the. You're trying to close your mouth as well and bring out some air, but it's thicker than you have in think, thing. Okay, so this is that, this, brother, mother. Please try and pronounce these words, okay? And if you have people around you try to discourage you from using the correct words, don't listen to them. I know why I'm saying this. I remember when I was in secondary school learning these words, learning these pronunciations, we had what they called oral English then. Yes, I remember. You know, we were in secondary school when it was introduced, oral English. And then when you try to pronounce the correct words, some people were like, now they speak English. You people, I beg. You know, please don't listen to such. It's important to pronounce these words correctly because you will not always find yourself in an environment here where we mutilate English, we kill English. You could travel to some other parts where English is spoken the way it should be spoken. And trust me, when you pronounce some of these words wrongly, you will be misunderstood. The people you are talking to will be like, what are you saying? We don't, and you will be like, I'm communicating. Come on, don't you get it? No, they don't get it because you are not saying it correctly. So it's important for you to learn the correct pronunciation. Okay? So I'm not stressing this for stressing sake. I'm stressing it because it is important for you to get the correct pronunciation. Think, thank, thing. There are other words. And then this one is that, this, brother, mother. So any TH you know our people pronounce like the letter D sound. Know that it is z, not d. Okay? And the one they pronounce as, the TH you see them pronounce as think, like think, tank. You know it is think, thank, thing. Okay? Please, I need you to, I would encourage you, okay, to practice all these pronunciations and also note the difference between consonant digraphs and consonant clusters. So next we are going to look at consonant vowel digraphs. So here we're going to look at some examples of vowel digraphs. You have letter O, double O, O. Ordinarily, the letter O makes the sound O, but when two of them combine, they form the sound O, like the sound of letter U, but not really letter U sound. No. They form O, close to the U sound. So examples are book, cook, spoon, look. Book, cook, spoon, look. Here you have letter E, double letter E. Normally letter E makes the sound E, but when the two of them combine, you combine two letter E's, they form the sound E, long E. Okay, so examples are B, green, C, meat. Okay, let's just underline the digraphs here, the vowel digraphs. Okay, so double letter E, when E combines with itself, its sound changes from E to E, long E, as in B, green, C, meat. The next one is a combination of the letters E and A. The letters E and A. Letter E has the sound E, or it makes the sound E. Letter A makes the sound A. But when the two of them combine, they form the sound E, almost like double E, but it's not as long as the E sound. So here you have meat, see, read, clean. Meat, see, read, and clean. So you see that letter, the sound E and A combine now and they change to E sound. Here the sounds E combine to form E sound. Here the sound O combine to form O sound. Now the next one is the letters A and well, this is not actually a vowel sound, but because the sound is almost silent, it's considered as part of the vowel digraphs. Okay, so we just consider it here. A-W. A-R-W is W. W. So the two combine to form O sound. O, as in paw, the paw of a cat. Claw, saw, crawl, crawl. Paw, claw, saw, crawl. Next one is the letters O and E. The sound O, the letter O makes the sound O and letter E makes the sound A. But when the two combine, O and A combine to form O sound. The two combine to form O sound. So here you have toe, ho, fo, goes. Toe, ho, fo, goes. The next one is combination of the letters O and A. O is O, A is A. But when the two combine, they form the sound O, as in this OE. Similar sound. So here you have boat, coat, road, goat. Boat, coat, road, goat. So the sound O and A combine here to form O sound. And lastly, we have the letters I and E. Letter I makes the sound E, while letter E makes the sound E. E, E. But when the two combine, they form E sound, as in chief, field, thief, belief. Okay, so those are the examples of vowel digraphs we'll be considering in this lesson. Okay, so please, I would encourage us to revise this work. There's also what we call diphthong, but I don't want to introduce it now. Maybe as we continue in our classes, we introduce it. But for now, I would just encourage us to focus on getting a hang of consonant clusters, consonant digraphs, and then vowel digraphs, and see how they function in words, how they sound in words, and where they occur in words. So when you are reading your storybooks, like I always advise, try to look out for these words and try to identify them, okay? By so doing, you will you'll gain a deeper understanding of the concept. So I hope to see you again next week. So let's quickly underline our digraphs. Hope to see you again next week, and until then, stay safe and stay blessed.